And welcome to Survival Game Guide in our Return to Moria series. We are making some of the crafting kind of stations that we've been unlocking through the series here. And today's episode is about making the Rune table with that dramatic little added music there. Now, the Rune table, you'll find one that just needs to be repaired inside the outpost, inside like the Mines of Moria, very shortly after you kind of progress through the Elven Quarter. After you kind of break that dirt wall, you venture down to the bottom, you'll find this outpost here. It doesn't have walls. I've built these myself. I've made myself home here, but you'll find these kind of like this is broken, like this is broke, this is still broken. You know, they have the various items here, and one of them is here, the Rune table. This is here for you. You just need to repair it. So you might see this and you might be wondering, you know, what is this used for? Should I repair it, or should I just, you know, leave it alone? And the Rune table, we can see here that if we want to just repair this, rebuild this, we only need 10 elven wood. Whereas if we wanted to make this ourselves, like in a future base or something, it's right here. And you need 1 steel ingot and 9 elven wood if you want to build it. So it's like, it's not as expensive in regards to elven wood. You just look 1 less, but you do need at least a steel ingot to like build it. So that's kind of like the difference between repairing or rebuilding and building it from scratch. So let's go ahead and build this guy. We have 10 elven wood, so he's going to do that. There we go. And one of the recipes that gets unlocked is this common rakas rune. And if we enter the rune table, we can see we have 2 runes unlocked, runes of power they're called. And basically, much like kind of like any other sort of RPG kind of game, you can add these runes to your various weapons to give them added bonuses or buffs or whatever. The common rakas, it does bonus damage against orcs, and it glows when they're near, very much like our good friend Sting the Sword. And then we have this one here, Damir, which it's a chance to generate a shockwave knocking back enemies, which is pretty awesome. Now, we're going to apply the common rakas to our spear here, just because I know I'm going to be killing quite a few orcs with this guy. So let's go ahead and do that. In order to inscribe these ruins, you do need like gemstones or some sort of resource. In this regard, we need 3 sapphires, which I happen to have. So we'll go ahead and inscribe that, and boom, there it is. And you know what? I think we're gonna... Oh, I don't have enough topaz. Oh no, let's go get some more. But if you, when I have enough, we're gonna add this guy to the axe, because it kind of just makes sense in my opinion. So, but we have that. So if we take this out, it doesn't look any different. But if there were orcs nearby, this guy would start glowing, and you would actually hear kind of like a ringing sound. And who knows, if they show up, it'll start doing its thing. But that's kind of like a if they show up sort of thing. But that is kind of like the rune table. So the kind of like the main thing after you build it, obviously, is just getting the gemstones that it needs. And you get gemstones through mining various ores. Some of them have like their own little node that you can harvest. True quartz, for example, has its own little node that you can just, you know, harvest with your pickaxe. But everything else kind of has like a chance to drop when you're mining ore. And it kind of seems like each ore has like a specific kind of gems that it drops. So if we just quick go to, I think it's not that, and not that, of course, it'd be this one. So these are all the ones that I have so far. So like I know for like citrine, that tends to drop pretty often in like iron ore veins, and amber kind of drops frequently in like coal veins. So you know, they kind of have like their own specific ores that they then drop basically. So you know, if you're short on something, like if you're short on the citrine, just go harvest some iron ore and you'll get that chance for it to drop, and then you can apply whatever rune you need to you know, apply for that. So that's kind of how the runes work. So I say, you know, if you want to do a little bit of extra damage or extra kind of like some sort of extra effect, it's worth making the rune table, and there it is right there, so beautiful. But that's about it. So make your rune table, have fun, let me know what rune's your favorite if you have any, and that's about it. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.